Hey, folks, welcome to another episode of the Boys podcast on the Variety channel by the same name. I am co host Spieler doing my introduction video. I'm joined once again, co host Conic
Hi, hi.
and Red Boy A.
Yup.
Don't necessarily, I don't know. Yeah, like we said in the past, Nerd's more of a guest star at this point. He does run the
He runs the
shit on.
Discord, and that's pretty much. I wouldn't even say he runs the Discord. It's more so we run the Discord. He just owns it.
Come on, man. Give him.
He owns it. You know, he has the keys. But we missed last week. We're sorry. That's on us. We just didn't really fucking feel like it. Is the general consensus, I believe. We were all pretty tired and shit, so yeah. But we do got some topics today, like last time, and I'm gonna open up with a question for the both of you. What era of Cartoon Network did you grow up with? Like the era where they were kind of playing anime on the side, and then Ed and Eddie and shit, or like just transitioning into regular show? Or like, what era of cartoons did you grow up with?
Oh, I honestly, most likely, I think I grew up with I don't know. I was born in 2004, so whatever that era was.
What are some cartoons you remember watching like as a younger kid?
Ben 10,
Ooh, that's a good one.
regular show a little bit. I didn't watch it a lot. I didn't like it.
Fair enough.
Adventure Time. I never got into it, but I watched like a couple episodes. I think they used to run. I didn't watch a lot of Cartoon Network though. I watched a place that was um I forgot what it was, but they ran anime on it, and I know that much.
Oh, like the Four Kids dubs
It
and
wasn't
shit.
it wasn't for kids though. It was a different TV channel that I used to watch.
I think it's a TV channel that doesn't exist anymore because I vaguely remember what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
they had I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds on it.
Hmm.
And that's what I watched. I slightly remember Cartoon Network.
Fair
I
enough. Did you watch Nickelodeon?
I didn't watch a lot of Nickelodeon though.
That's fair. What about Nick Jr.? You ever grow up with that? Did you
A
grow up with that shit?
little.
Fair
I
enough.
had a little.
Spiel. What were some cartoons you grew up watching?
That's a bit scattered, but yeah, Nick Jr. was a big one.
That's fair.
A
Did
lot
you
of
like?
dog themed stuff, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it was like
Blue's Clues definitely being one of
Blues Clues.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
I watched Blue's a lot. I
dude,
loved
fucking
it.
dude. I remember being like 12 years old and coming home to watch fucking Tough Puppy.
I remember watching. Okay, this is gonna date it a little bit. I remember coming home and watching three shows in particular:
Which
Huh.
were
Max and Ruby,
yep,
Oh,
um, The Backyardigans, the four
yup,
shows,
yeah.
Wonder Pets,
yup.
Oh God.
and the one that you said I forgot,
Blues
Blue's
Clues.
Clues. Yeah, I loved those four shows.
Tough Puppy wasn't Nick Jr. That was Nicktoons, but
Yeah,
God, I remember
I also did watch Nicktoons with like Danny Phantom and stuff
Danny
like that.
Phantom and fucking the cursed show of Fanboy and Chum Chum.
And then
Oh God.
I watched
Fucking Avatar: The Last Airbender was on there.
yeah, I watched Fairly Odd Parents too.
Fairly Odd Parents, yeah. God, that was back in like in my opinion, that was the prime of cartoons. You would
That
watch
was
you would watch the first segment of Avatar, and then during the commercial break, because that was like when 2 minute commercial breaks were a thing, you'd go back and watch some brain rot like regular show to kind of like reset your brain so you can take in more info, and then you'd hit
Yeah.
the return button right as the show was about to start up again.
yeah.
And so you would watch, like, oh my god, I fucking loved watching Avatar, dude. I have the
It
box
was-
set still somewhere.
Yeah. I
God.
don't. There was there was. It's embarrassing to say, but when I was this was back when I was a child, right?
Like 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, around that time. You remember how in Blue's Clues, how when they did their like search thing, they would do like
Oh.
Blues can too, we can too.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I as a kid I used to do that, and then I got upset when
fine.
it didn't work.
Dude, that's children in a nutshell. That's fine. That
Yeah.
happened to a lot of kids. I used to think if I drew in a notebook, it'd fucking pop out.
What show was that from?
That's from Blue's Clues.
What's that?
Yeah, like he
Oh.
would draw it, it would like float above his head, and I thought if I drew in a
Oh.
notebook, it
Handy
would do
dandy
that.
notebook.
Yeah, dude, the handy dandy notebooks. And then when I remember crying when Steve left the show.
Oh yeah, I still miss Steve to this day.
But the
His
guy who
babies.
yes, the guy who took over for him was okay. I liked him
Joe.
too. Yeah, Joe. But I liked
Joe.
Steve more.
My favorite jingle that I remember the most out of that show was "We just got a letter."
Yeah, the letter one.
We just got a letter.
God, I have
we
one of
just
the-
got a letter. Wonder who
Do
it's
you remember all the
from.
Blues Clues specials, like Blue Stock and like?
Yeah.
The reason I remember that one's name so fucking specific, when I'm getting a little bit far away from my mic right now, is because I still have the fucking box set, like the box for it, sitting on my dresser right next to me. And I remember that one so vividly because that was one of the ones that helped me realize I loved music as a kid. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I used to watch Little Einsteins too.
Oh my god, ew. I hated
That
that
and like
show.
old Pokemon.
Dude, fucking Wizards of Waverly Place.
I saw it. I was like, I wasn't interested in it.
The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody or the Zach
I
and Cody
remember Sweet-
series.
I remember Drake and Josh.
Drake and-
Oh.
Oh my
Disney
god.
Channel.
Yeah, Dinny. Did you not
Yeah,
watch Dinny?
Alright, so here's the thing. I'm a bit whack.
Okay.
Alright. Y'all talking about live broadcast? Nah, bitch. DVD and VHS.
Yo, let's go. That's how I used to
I
watch the
was-
Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, that's. I had some
had
choice
a-
shit too. All right, I had. You might not have heard of this. Some of these you got fucking. I mean, everyone's heard of Tom and Jerry, of course.
Yeah,
that
Tom
was.
and Jerry.
yeah.
But here's one that I'd say is very niche, at least here in the U.S. Kipper the dog.
Oh,
God,
I
why do I
remember Kipper the
remember that one?
dog.
Yeah, I vaguely remember Kipper.
And they were British too. It was
Yes.
a British
Yeah.
broadcast.
Yeah,
Now that's the shit that made my childhood imagination run wild.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember watching. So I had a god family that it was good friends with us for a long time. You guys met
just realized.
you guys met one of them during the event that I took you guys to.
Ah.
That guy I was talking with, he was part of that god family. They had
full episodes on YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm
let's
looking at
go.
Kipper the dog.
You're fine.
Bro, I just realized something.
Whoa, what's up?
What?
Kipper had the original Jake the dog.
Yo!
Oh,
Oh,
Curious
God.
George, Dragon Tales.
God,
Oh,
oh my God, Dragon
that was
Tales.
somewhere.
Fucking
that
a
was-
land before time, dog.
I
That's,
never.
I watched that, but
Pingu.
I watched the
I watched
original.
Pingu too.
I watched the original Common Rider VHS.
Oh yeah.
The original Common Rider, if you don't know, if it's not the original, it's one of the runoffs. Is the I'm gonna stop you with the power of friendship and this gun I found. Oh my god, dude! I remember watching such obscure shit. Like I would watch Naruto daily, and this is back when Cartoon Network wouldn't they would let 4 kids censor the words but not the blood. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm watching the Genin arc where Naruto is fighting Neji and gets beaten the hell out of, and he's coughing up blood and shit. And I remember being a kid yo, this is sick! Gara going fucking demon. I lost my collective shit as a fucking 7-year-old watching oh my god, the One Piece rap.
Yep.
Oh,
Gaio. Luffy. Give it up.
Jesus, dude. The
Dude,
original
I feel like
Digimon.
everyone. Oh yeah, I feel like everyone who was around in Cartoon Network around
2003.
2004,
Two thou-
2000,
2003
2003 to 2006.
2002 to 2007 was the peak. Because that was
Oh,
Teen
absolutely.
Titans, fucking... it was Teen Titans, it was Naruto, it was OG Pokemon going into Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, which was really good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You had the start of regular Shonen Adventure Time, because at the time they were really based.
Yeah.
You got fucking... Oh, God, I'm like... Chowder, which I didn't care for much, but it was okay.
Yeah.
The Misadventures of Flapjack.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, I am
I remember
digging in the
Flapjack.
dredges right now, dude. Symbiotic Titan. They would play that the last hour before going into Adult Swim.
Dude, yeah. I remember I watched a lot of Adult Swim, too, because I liked the anime on there. I watched a lot
The
of
first anime I watched on that was Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I think, honestly, my first anime, I didn't count it because I didn't know what it was at the time, but the first thing I ever watched that was technically anime was Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's fair.
But overall, my...
Sonic X. That show is ingrained in my mind because I saw it twice on TV and never saw it after that. And it was like during the arc where it was Shadow Sonic, when he would like get mega pissed and go into shadow mode or whatever.
I watched like almost every single episode of Sonic X on the TV. I loved Sonic. I was a huge Sonic fan as a kid.
That's fair. What about you, Spiel? Did you ever watch like Sonic X or like any of those?
No, I found it once post-run on Hulu. Watched the first episode and never touched it again.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's hard. I feel like you need a lesser amount of brain cells to really watch it.
Or you
and,
just have to like not give a shit.
Get through it. Yeah. Can't really like look into it that much.
God, I remember Sonic Underground too.
Oh.
Yeah. You've seen Sonic Underground?
Sonic Underground.
Do you not like Sonic Underground, Spiel?
Sorry, it's just that one's emerged everywhere.
Yeah.
Like a week or two ago.
I love
the theme song did, yeah, because the theme
Yeah.
song was bumping. But I remember what, yeah, that theme song was a bop, dude.
It was.
Going back to the One Piece is real.
No, yeah, I was gonna say about One Piece actually. I think I was gonna talk about One Piece, but like, the peak anime time was fucking 2003-ish to 2006.
With the big three.
Yeah.
It was One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto.
Yep, those are the big three. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. That's the father of the big three. I don't care what.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was for the longest time. Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Kai, all kind of like.
I feel like
they were all kind of like the big. They were the original big three, from like 90 to 2001. 2002 to 2007 was Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. 100%. With some anime getting very close to overthrowing some of them at times.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people like to say that it's One Piece, Dragon Ball, and Naruto, but it's not. Those Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece are the three highest grossing anime that have been put out.
Bleach was just different at the time because I don't know how to explain it. It was just different. Like, it just introduced a new fucking genre, in my opinion. Like, I could understand an argument that Death Note was arguably the hidden fourth of the big three.
I would disagree, to be honest.
I would also disagree, but I can also understand why people would say that, because Death Note was fucking amazing for the time it came out in, and it still holds up.
Yeah, a little bit. I never
had the big three come out like in 2022, they would flop. Sadly.
Oh yeah.
God, Spiel. I'm gonna name off a slightly obscure cartoon for you. Did you ever? God, what was it called? Oswald the Octopus.
Shut the fuck up, dog. Don't bring that up.
I feel like that one was fucking obscure.
Oswald the Octopus, dog.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Man, I had a bath toy and everything.
Yeah. Dude, I remember that one so fucking... I loved it because he had the little dog.
Dude, he had a little top hat.
He did.
Did he?
Dude, you remember Little Bill? You remember fucking Little Bill?
Oh,
yeah.
That show was a fucking
Yeah, I remember
fever
a little
dream.
bit.
Because I would watch that. I would watch the bear one too, where it was like,
Oh, he's got a bowler hat. Sorry.
yeah. What was the
Bowler.
bear one? What was the bear
The
one?
bear. Berenstein Bears.
No,
No.
it was a Nick.
More
It
details.
was a Nick. I don't remember. It was a Nick Jr. exclusive like bear one that would play in the mornings.
More details.
Yeah, the bear's like, fuck, I don't remember. There was an
There was, like-
owl. God, I don't remember the fucking name. I just remember the show.
Was it? It might have.
Little
been
Bear.
Berenstein.
That's what it was.
Little Bear.
Little Bear.
I remember watching Caillou.
Dude, look up Little Bear,
Oh.
and you might recognize it.
Wait,
But I would
Little
want-
Bear?
The Little Bear.
Oh
sounds-
yeah, Little Bear.
Yeah,
Treehouse.
dude. I would watch an episode of that and Little Bill before going out and waiting on the bus loop for my bus in elementary school.
Yeah.
I would be eating my
Dude.
cereal in front of the TV watching that shit.
There was humans in that show too. I forgot
Very
about-
rarely, but there was,
Yeah.
yeah. I
There
remember.
was Little Bear, Little Bill. I watched the Berenstein Bears.
I never did. I watched the Berenstain Bears later in life.
To the big house.
Yeah, the big house.
Bear in the big blue house.
Oh, fucking hell, I forgot about that one.
There was Franklin.
Oh my god, Franklin the Turtle. The original
Tell me.
Franklin the Turtle. God. Dude, what? Oh my lord. Fucking. Dude, the Magical School Bus.
No.
I
watched a
enjoyed
little
that.
bit of it.
I enjoyed
wa-
that.
I watched it mostly in science class.
I watched it in elementary school. It was my second grade teacher, and she would, if we did really good, she would reward us by letting us spend the last 30 minutes of class watching an episode of that.
Oh yeah. I might have been four.
We got
Did four
halfway-
kids have their own like
Four kids
like
didn't have.
block?
Four Kids had a morning block on. You remember when Hulu had like
Kids
a TV
WB.
station?
That's it. Kids
Yeah.
WB and
Kids
Jetix.
WB. You remember when Hulu had like a TV station?
Oh yeah.
It was on that. It was the morning block of that, and they would transition to the Hulu.
Yeah. It was like Kid WB, Fox Kids, and Jetix that I remember.
Fucking. Oh my god, dude, PBS. You remember PBS Kids?
Fuck yeah, dude.
The shows were so fucked. Those were so. Oh my god.
God,
I just
what was their
remembered
thing?
another one from fucking Cartoon Network.
Which one?
Code Lyoko.
Oh yes! You speak to my soul,
Fucking Code Lyoko, dude.
dude. Code Lyoko. I still love Code Lyoko to this day. It's
God,
if
I haven't
those who
watched
don't
it in
know, it's a
so
French
long.
Canadian show, a
Yep.
cartoon that was animated from 2004 to like what 2010.
No, 2008, and it got canceled.
Really?
God,
Oh,
another one that was on
Instead
in
of wait, no.
the other one that was on in
2003 to 2007. Sorry.
yeah. Dude, the other one that was on in 2007 was the first fucking total drama.
And I lied. It wasn't French Canadian. It was just French.
Dude, you
It
remember
was.
fucking
It
Total-
was like.
It was
I
so
do
fucking
remember it.
good.
Code Lyoko was the first ever cartoon that I remember having CGI.
And it was, for the time it was in, it was really fucking good.
Absolutely. Dude, Code Lyoko was one of my like
I always thought the characters from Code Lyoko were in Spy Kids when I was younger. Yeah, I don't know
I
why.
wish.
Straight up 6 heads up in this. What the hell?
Yeah.
Do you remember Chaotic?
Huh?
Oh god, I do. Huh?
Oh, there was another one too that I
The
remember.
original
It was
Thundercats
like,
from the 90s.
fuck yeah. There was one I remember that was like,
Dude, dead ass. One of the really good reboots that ever happened, like one of the best ones in my opinion that ever happened for a cartoon getting rebooted, was fucking the first time they remade Thundercats. Because
yeah,
when they remade it in 2010, it was fucking amazing.
Bakugan. Bakugan was also one that I watched.
Bakugan Battle Brawlers. Beyblade Metal Fusion and the original Beyblade.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I think the last Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched before they did all the Zexal bullshit
Hold on. I want to
was
say this.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yo.
Monsuno.
Huh?
Oh my god!
I actually missed that. What did he say?
He said Monsuno.
Nah, no.
I have Monsuno cards still, and I used to have the little.
I still have like the little capsules.
I think I still
but
have the capsules.
Yeah, Monsuno was like a show that was on what?
Nick originally, and then Disney bought it.
Was it? I thought it was always on Cartoon Network.
No, it was Nick. I remember because it was on Nicktoons.
Yeah, but it was a show that about these people, and they had like these little capsules with monsters in them, and you'd like put your finger on it and spin it, and it was great.
Yeah, it was a good marketing toy.
I loved it. I used to have like a lot of them too.
I only had two. I had the main bear, and then I had like the side characters deer. That was it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find one because there's one I'm thinking of.
They did a reboot of Monsuno on Disney, which is why I said they got bought, and it was like really shit. And like the good Monsuno were blue. There was an in between Monsuno that was red, and then the bad guys had black and yellow Monsuno.
Yeah, honestly, I was gonna say, Beatamon. You probably don't remember Beatamon, but I remember Beatamon.
Betamon, you mean?
No, Beatamon.
I feel like I know that. Fuck.
It's a game. I still have some of the toys, but it was a show that they had these toys that you put marbles into.
Oh, I vaguely remember that. Yeah. Remember Bay Wheels?
Oh,
that was the weirdest fucking iteration of Beyblade. God damn. I feel like they did something with Monster Hunter at one point, but I could be wrong.
With Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Maybe. I doubt it.
You might have watched this spiel. Did either of you watch like the old school D&D cartoon?
No.
Nah.
It was like made in the 90s or 80s. I've seen it once. It's this obscure D&D cartoon, and it was like warrior, sorcerer, rogue, and acrobat. There's no acrobat class.
So back then there was.
Don't they like fight Tiamat in the first episode?
They fought Tiamat in the first episode. Yeah, it was only one episode.
Here's one.
That's my extent of the knowledge. I think when you guys posted about it, said something.
I'm trying to think. There was one that.
I think we do this last cartoon and then we shift topics because we've been on this topic for nearly half a fucking hour.
Good.
There's one I'm trying to think of. It was Huntic, I think.
Huntic?
But there was I think it was Kaijudo. It was Kaijudo, that's it.
Kaijudo.
It was a show, I don't remember. I just remember it was a show about these guys and
yeah,
let me look it up. Kaijudo. Yeah, there it is. Kaijudo. It was, oh my god. It was a show I used to watch like way back in the day. Oh, it was Duel Masters. That's what turned into it. Duel Masters turned into Kaijudo.
Fuck.
And there's one more that I used to watch. It was Fighting Foodons.
I remember that one. I don't know why the fuck I remember that one, but I remember that one.
Like, it had an abridged series that I used to watch on YouTube.
Dude, I feel like everyone who liked old school cartoons ended up watching abridged at one point.
Oh, definitely. If anyone had like access to the internet, like there was a big time where fucking
I think
abridged series were the thing.
Oh yeah, no, big time. I think that was when we shift into something that happened last week that we were going to talk about then, but we didn't. Is that last week we had a boys hangout.
Well, we vibed together.
Yep, we had our honorary boy Kiwi, which we're planning on hopefully getting on the podcast one of these days. Bring over his PS2 because Kaneki's is broken, and we played the original Monster Hunter.
Yep.
There's a video on my phone that will never see the light of day, because real names are used, but it's us experience, and it's the only faces that were shown were mine, yours, and not even mine, just yours and Kiwi's.
Yeah.
But when you just experienced it, and you could hear Spiel at the back go, you know it's good when someone who's never played the game gets chills. And it was like, yeah. No, yeah.
Dude, but back in the day, like...
That cinematic was fucking good for the time it came. Oh.
Yeah.
We have a surprise guest.
Surprise guest on the cast.
Hi,
Boo.
Boo.
Huh?
We're
We're
recording.
recording.
I know we forgot to remove to the right
Do you
channel.
want to
but we
link
are
yourself? You want to
recording.
say your
Don't
socials
move
real
us, because
quick?
that's gonna shorten my screen.
Feel free to introduce yourself, because you are now officially part of the video.
Yep, you're now in the
Oh,
podcast.
okay. Hi. I'm Emmy, or Boo is what they call me. I'm a good friend of all the boys in the podcast. And they're really stupid and they forgot to move to the correct channel where they record, so I joined unannounced. But hi.
Hello. We're currently
Hello.
talking about a hangout that the boys did. If you'd like to sit and hear about it.
I would love to.
Well, like I was saying, we were vibing over at Kaneki's house, and God, the old Monster Hunter sucked in a sense. Like in one sense, it was phenomenal because they literally, it's bare bones. If you like hardcore games, it's literally, here's a weapon, no armor for you, go kill shit.
Absolutely.
Go gather, go kill, all that.
And that's what made Monster Hunter. Like
Mhm.
that.
It was difficult.
That game was revolutionary for the time. Like not here in the States, of course. Like in Japan, that game was
Went
eaten
off.
up.
Over
Yeah.
here, it was an obscure game. It was, oh, okay, that looks pretty fun.
Until like 2015 and Monster Hunter World came out, then that was Capcom's.
World was
lead
not in
sale.
15, it was in 2019.
Was it?
Yes.
Really?
2015 was handhelds.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think World came out in either of those. I don't think that's right.
No, it came out in 19. I remember vividly.
Monster Hunter.
It might have been at 18, but
Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
World
January
came
26th, 2018.
yeah,
Yeah.
it came out in 18. But oh my god, playing that game for some reason. Well, I know why it filled me with nostalgia, but it filled me with so much nostalgia. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, the game's enjoyable. It's like it's a big learning curve, and you have to do a whole lot to like
Dude,
actually
that
get
opening
through it.
cutscene for the time that game came out was so freaking good.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Like,
It was the music in it was just hands
perfect.
down. Like when I as growing up, I played the Xbox. I didn't have the PlayStation. I wasn't a PlayStation gamer, but sitting there and seeing that, it like threw me back to when I was younger. Like the game, like through the crappy graphics that my Panasonic 50-inch
TV didn't
plasma
wanna...
screen TV can put out. It was beautiful, man. The music design in it is like top tier. Like that's the best thing Monster Hunter has. It's not the best thing it has going for it, but it's one of the best things about the
It's
franchise.
had
Is
consistently
its music
is
design.
fucking music. Like there's every time a creature sees you, it has a theme song. There's a creature that cannot see, for therefore it has no fucking theme song.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and that opening cutscene, it runs through all the like beautiful, serene music, just showing you the landscape, and then
You guys
know,
are so staggeringly off topic at the moment.
it's.
We're talking about the hangout still.
Well, we'll get
No,
back
you're not.
onto
You're
it after
talking
this.
about Monster Hunter.
Shit,
We'll get
yeah.
back on
fuck.
after this.
But
But
it's just, oh my god.
it's beautiful.
We did that. That's not how we started. We started off just vibing, playing a little bit of Valorant, and then playing Apex.
Everyone took a turn on Apex on my computer. They messed with my fucking sensitivity, so I had to reset it when I was playing with Nerd one day, and I didn't know that I had to reset it because I thought I did.
We went out and played Monster Hunter. We then did a 5-person Smash game.
Oh, it was beautiful. And then we went round robin tournament.
Yep. And then I played Tarkov for the first time. And if my company, if my credit card company would let me buy Tarkov, I would own it. That game was so fun for like 5 minutes I played it.
Oh yeah, that's gonna last you if you do end up getting it. That little sense of fun is gonna last you about like 5 minutes for you. Like
You never know. I'm weird like that.
Yeah, but
God,
then we did some sword stuff because I own katanas and stuff like that.
Speaking of sword stuff, we're getting a short story with Red this episode.
boy.
Boy.
So, Boo, I need you to unmute for this because I'm gonna ask you some questions as well. So you guys know like the boob lights that hang off your ceiling, right? Like the dome lights.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness gracious.
You know what they are, right? Spiel.
They look like plates to me.
That's fair, but it's like the dome light covers, right? I was
It's
having
the
a
dome with the nipple on it.
yeah.
Oh, wait, I don't have one of those. I got like a.
Fair enough. But you know what they look like, right?
Yes, I do. I don't know
Okay.
how you got to a boob. It looks like a fucking bowl.
The internet
It
requires
is a glass bowl.
The internet
a
calls
boob.
the
It's a
calls them the
boob.
boob light. But I was in it the other night, and after my in itness ended, I was doofing around with my sword and did a full power kendo swing and caught my boob light and destroyed it.
Oh, I've done that too. Actually, I haven't destroyed mine yet, but I've done that too.
No, I hit it with such force it broke on impact and fucking shattered towards all over my fucking bed.
Dude,
So I spent from 3 in the morning till 4 in the morning cleaning off my bed.
The worst thing I have done is put holes in my ceiling.
Oh, dude, my sword now has like a big ass chip in the front of it, so it's like smooth, rugged. So that's the short story with Red. Unless you want more stories. I have a couple. I'll always stay up at all times, but it is up to you.
Let's, honestly, she's here. Let's hear from Boo for a little bit.
Yeah, Boo. I'm gonna ask you a question I asked the boys, but
Just ask me anything.
I'm gonna ask you a question I asked the boys earlier, and it was almost the first half hour that we talked about. But what were some cartoons that you grew up watching? Like like early Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Nicktoons, all that shit.
Cartoons, okay, so cartoons, I definitely was a Yo Gabba Gabba. Well, that's not even a cartoon. Wait, Yo Gabba Gabba? No. I'm thinking of Wow Wow Wubbzy.
Yo, we didn't talk about Wubbzy, dog.
We didn't. There's too many to go
Wow
over,
Wow
but
Wubbzy was my childhood. I was also a Dora gal.
Fair. I was God, remember Go Diego Go?
oh yeah.
I had Diego bed sheets at one point in my life, dog.
I was also a Care Bears girl.
That's fair.
Um,
Spieler just with the disappointment.
What? No, that's just an acknowledgement. Jesus
Fair enough.
Christ, Red.
He may not be disappointed, but I am.
Oh,
I
the
can't
Powerpuff
believe.
Girls.
Oh, that's
I
fair.
remember a little bit about the Powerpuff Girls. I watched a little bit of it.
I feel like I have to look at like a list of like
All
a
right,
bunch
Boo.
of
I'm gonna
cartoons.
name a couple of them off, and I want you to tell me if you watched them. Okay?
Okay.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No.
Oh, come on. The original Teen Titans.
No.
Chowder.
Oh, Fairly Odd Parents. No, not
Yeah.
Chowder. Fairly Odd Parents. Yes.
The Misadventures of Flapjack.
No.
Oh my god.
But I'm also like younger than you guys.
Yeah, she
even
did
You're
if
grow
like
up in the same
2005,
generation.
yeah.
even if it's not that much, like but not by that much, I'm still younger.
Did you watch the original Tom and Jerry at least?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
here's a
you
big
have some
question.
culture.
Have you watched the original Thundercats?
No.
Have you watched the 2010 reboot?
No.
The good. Oh.
Did you watch He-Man?
God, fucking He-Man.
He-Man?
Skeletor.
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
Isn't that the guy that's like? There's like a meme about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the power of Grayskull.
I have the power.
Dude, He-Man was a fucking bop back in the day, dog.
It was, dude. God, that cartoon was so freaking.
Honestly, for the hangout, we boys will be boys. We hung out.
We were wrestling at one point.
Oh yeah, I still want to fight you full fledged, dog.
That was the only time there was a definitive winner in our fights, and it was me because I had a proper armbar.
Dude, it's 0-1. I want to make it 1-1, dog.
I know.
I want to box you.
But also,
don't think we
keep
would
in
box.
mind, Keb is skinny.
Yes, he is skinny, but
But I'm
I'm-
also strong, and
He is
I
strong,
can almost
yes.
match him.
Boo, here's the thing. I'm chunky, but I'm very frail. I just don't know when to give up. Whereas Kaneki is skinny, but surprisingly resilient. And then you
Eating
have...
dirt as a kid works. Do
Yeah,
it.
and
That's
then-
in game.
And then there's
Why do I
Spieler
feel like
over
Keb is
here.
ripped?
He's not.
What?
He's
Not ripped, but like I feel like he's like.
No, he's got... I'm not going to say he's fat, but he doesn't have muscle either, in terms of, like, defined muscle.
I've wanted to get a
If he
flat stomach for a minute.
if
but
he
I've been
went for it,
lazy.
he could. Like, straight up. If he went for it, he could have, like, a six-pack.
Oof.
And
I
then
want
you
to at some point.
Clifford the big red dog.
Yo! That's my child right there. That's my daughter.
But okay, so moving a little forward from the hangout sesh.
I think we should...
Boo?
Hi.
What's up, Fred?
I was gonna say, you actually... I think you're rolling into what I was gonna ask here, so go ahead.
Boo, have you played a Dark Souls game?
Elden Ring, if that counts.
And yeah, it's a FromSoft game.
Oh, yeah.
game.
It's a From
But
Software
I
game.
played like the tutorial, and then I finally got into the original game, and then I never played it again, and I tried to get a refund, and it didn't let me because it was past 2 weeks. So I
Mhm.
just have $60 of a game that I have not touched.
You should play it. It's fun. It's difficult, but it's fun.
That's my thing. Is that it's just like it's not my play style, so it's like
Fair.
meh.
Just play
Um,
Fashion Souls with it then.
I mean, it makes the game way more difficult, but...
I'm definitely just
especially
an
with Elden Ring.
FPS player.
That's fair. Us three have all played From Soft games before.
Yeah.
Kaneki, how many Souls games have you played now?
If you think about it, I've played. I think I've only actually have played. I know a lot about the other
But you only
other Dark
played
Souls
3.
game, but I've only played 3.
What about you, Spiel? You've played the first one, and then you own 3?
Yeah, I own 3 on my.
Okay.
I have a Nintendo Switch digital copy of the
Oh,
original Dark Souls.
fair enough.
Yeah, I do too. I have the online beta test on my
Um,
Switch.
I've played Demon Souls, which, if you've never played Demon Souls, and you think it's going to be easy because it's the first one,
Ross.
I feel sorry for you. And then I've played 3 in Elden Ring. And I know a good amount about the first 2. But,
Honestly,
oh my god, dude. FromSoft makes very difficult games.
they do, and
And I love
they're geniuses at it. Honestly, they know what they're
Dude,
doing.
we were talking about Monster Hunter's music design. Dude, FromSoft's... Oh my god.
It's astounding. It's
There's times where
beautiful.
So, I'm not big on his music, but Post Malone, right? As a human being, is a super sweetheart, right? And he's a big gamer. And he plays Elden Ring with the music off because he'll be playing it and there'll be like choirs from hell. And I can agree with that. There's like choirs of hell for certain bosses. And he'll have to pause the game and go outside and smoke a cigarette. Because he's like, I can't. I get it. I do. Like the music in all the Souls games have like even Demon Souls, which was the first Souls game, technically. That game's music design is surprisingly well done, and I love it to death.
Yeah, personally, I think for me, as a music person and as a person going, to college for music, I understand where he's coming from, but personally, I don't think I could play a game with like heavy jazz, like as their battle themes.
He doesn't have any music playing. He just
No,
No,
man,
I
you're just
know.
waiting for the proper Evangelion game.
Pretty
Yo.
much.
No, not Evangelion.
Gundam Thunderbolt.
Gundam. Right.
Yep.
proper Gundam game, dude. Let's
Eo
go.
Fleming.
God,
But yeah, I would have to do that. Not smoke, but I'd have to just turn my entire thing off. I couldn't.
Dude, a good example, I think, of their music design being so good is the dancer of the Boreal Valley from Dark Souls 3.
Oh yeah.
Her
Fun
entire
fact.
battle and music is in 3/4 times.
Yep. Fun facts to elaborate on that. Dark Souls goes off a very basic pattern of 4/4 beat attack patterns. Every single music in Dark Souls is written in 4/4. Each boss attacks in a 4/4 rhythmic pattern. Dancer of the Boreal Valley, however, is written in 3/4, and she attacks in a 3/4 written pattern.
So her attacks are just ever so slightly off.
Yep.
Her movements are ever so slightly off. And it's so freaking cool. I don't know
It's-
about Elden Ring attack patterns myself. If I were to guess, it's either in 3/4 or something to that effect. But
Doubtful.
I would have to like look into it. No, not 3/4. Sorry, 4/4. But
Well, yeah. Then I can understand.
if not, it's in eighths. Because with some weapons, you can do up to 8 strikes before your character stops attacking.
Well, the thing about it is
It also depends on your weapon, I've noticed. Obviously.
yeah. The thing about the player character is that they don't attack on beat
Mm-hmm.
because it's controlled by you. So the weapons you own and the weapons you use are not like set in stone to the 4/4 attack pattern.
Speaking of Elden Ring characters, if you want to go into a character that is very difficult to learn the fucking attack patterns and beats to, we're gonna talk about fucking Melania. I'm heading up to her boss fight right now in Elden Ring, and I'm fucking terrified for my life.
Oh, absolutely.
For those who don't know, who are out of the loop and or just don't understand the difficulty of this boss, her attack is quite literally you dodge at the right moment or you are fucked. You can have, I'm pretty sure someone went in with almost complete max vigor and still got one shot by her flurry.
Oh yeah.
So it's, you have to dodge that attack just right. And you have to dodge.
Certainly difficult, powerful, and precise boss.
I know, right? From
You
Soft.
put this Code Vein boss in my Souls game.
Dude, if you put Melania in Code Vein, she would probably fit.
She probably would.
That's the terrifying thing. She'd probably be like amongst the final boss levels of difficulty. And she's an optional boss. Like
Oh yeah.
like you don't have to kill her. You can leave her alive. I'm doing it because I want to get every shard for the Elden Ring. Because I'm weird. But like the weapon design of FromSoft games, all the way, oh my god. There's a artist I watch who does video games as well, and they're like, to quote them, they're like, Dark Souls games for my sexual awakening to armor. I was like, you know what?
Oh.
I understand it in a way. Because, like, I can look at an armor set and be like, damn, that shit's sexy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, for
I
example...
also... Oh, go ahead.
No, you were speaking first.
No, I forgot
You
what I
were
was gonna say
speaking
anyways.
first. You were
In
speaking...
terms of armor design, like, I guess going back between it, in my opinion, I love the armor designs of Monster Hunter better than I do Dark Souls, but I will admit Dark Souls armor is really good.
Which is, I mean, the difference between Dark Souls and Monster Hunter armor is Monster Hunter armor is very much flashy.
Yeah, it's
It's meant to
fantastical.
be.
It's not. Yeah. It's
Whereas
not,
Souls games are meant to be, you know, heavy plates of armor and
yeah,
shit to that effect.
like
And it makes
actually
sense.
medieval.
They're meant to be suits of armor armies would wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you kill some noble knights in Elden Ring, you will literally get an armor piece with a fucking cod piece.
Yeah.
It's because nobles would wear armors with cod pieces because it would show their nobility, which was fucking stupid in my opinion. But
It's, fashion was
You
weird
get
back then.
cock armor.
exactly, dog. And like one of my favorite sets that I'm running right now, it has like a tethered cloak because it was burned and it has fingerprints embedded into it because he was grasped by the three fingers of madness. And I think
You're
it's
doing the frenzied flame shit.
no. I killed Vike
Oh,
for his armor set because I wanted it. I'm just doing a base gameplay right now.
understandable.
I might do the frenzy flame for another character though.
Do it. Just do it for completion. Just go through New Game Pluses and do it for completion.
That's most likely what I'm gonna do. But like, I just enjoy the FromSoft games so much. Like, the only FromSoft game I think I ever despised was Bloodborne.
Oh, Bloodborne, man. Bloodborne is a beautifully designed game.
Oh, it's so good. Like, I love that game now, but at the time I hated it because I could not get past the first boss.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was my technical first Souls game,
Yeah.
and I was sitting way too far away from my TV trying to play it in a beanbag chair on a PS4,
Eh,
and I put a hole in my wall.
yeah.
Well, not a hole. I put a dent that we ended up fixing, but
Yeah.
it was that game was so fucking difficult from the get go, and that's
Oh,
what makes
yeah.
it so fun for people. And I get it.
I love the aesthetics of it too.
The gothic
British.
architecture and shit.
I guess British. I guess that's one way to put it. But I like the gothic feel of it. I also like the fact that you don't change armors that much in that game.
Nope. I
You
like the
don't-
weapon selection in that game. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, the weapon selection is great. I just also enjoy the fact that I don't have to worry about armor as an added bit. I just have to up my
Mhm.
fucking shit.
I mean, technically, in Elden Ring, you don't either, or any Souls game. If you're good enough, you can wear like nothing.
Yeah.
Like to talk about a legend for a moment, the Let Me Solo Her guy, legit.
Yeah.
He's the reincarnation of Giant Dad, who was an OG Dark Souls helper, who would wear
Yeah.
nothing.
I thought Giant Dad was a griefer.
If I remember correctly, he
Or
was
was
a
he-
griefer, but at one point he was helping too. I don't remember specifically. I just know that people say that he was like a good reincarnation of Giant Dad. Because Giant Dad would wear nothing and beat people in like the best armor suits.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
No, that's not right at all.
Who am I thinking of? Some other mad lad from the OG days of Souls.
You are thinking of someone else. Giant Dad had like real heavy armor and the Mask of the Father.
Wasn't that armor like? Wouldn't that make him fat roll?
I don't know, man. He had the fucking, you know, like the giant knights in Anor Londo, the real big ones, not the
Yeah.
silver knights, the big
Yeah.
ones. That's the armor set he was wearing.
Oh, okay. He was wearing Pinwheel's helmet, really?
He was wearing, yeah, the Mask of the Father. 3
Weird.
masks you can get from Pinwheel.
How do you feel about Pinwheel as a boss?
Unnecessary, easy,
Hmm.
really just didn't need to exist.
He has lore. That's pretty much it.
That's about it.
His lore is pretty sad when you look into it. He was a necromancer, and after his family was killed, he found a way to bring them back, but it made them an amalgamation of this disgustingness.
Oh.
And he never went mad, and he continued to do experiments to try to figure out a way to separate them. And then you come along and kill him before he can figure it out.
Well, I beat him to death with a +5 Black Knight sword, and I'll do it again.
Necromancers are not allowed in my world. Necromancy is forbidden in the world of the Pope. God, how do you... I saw a theory the other day. Yes, it's a Matt Pat theory.
Oh,
That
boy.
you, in the third game, your character was a Black Hand, specifically under Gwen. Or not Gwen, Prince Lothric. And your mission, like, the 3 different NPCs that are, like, tied to the other Lords of Cinder, right? And Lothric doesn't have one, and yours is specifically his. And the only reason, people are trying to kill you when you get to certain areas is because they know that you used to work for Lothric. And I thought it was an interesting little theory just because it was different from what I had heard. But I'm also just a weird man and I enjoy shit like that, so.
Yeah.
But
Well, honestly, I think that's all I can really talk about with FromSoft games.
I think that's fair. What about you, Spiel? Do you have any more you can add on for FromSoft?
Not particular, but on a quick map pad note, it's just,
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, it's his most recent theory. I just couldn't help but.
What's his most recent theory?
It's another Poppy Playtime one, so, you know, but. You know that rock gif you sent last night?
Yeah.
The rock's face? That's how I felt when he was talking about gassing children.
Oh no! Matt Pat White!
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's
when he
go.
first started FNAF theories, he linked it to an actual chain of murders that happened at a Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, yeah, I
So-
remember that.
But like, oh man!
Like, he obviously put a disclaimer. It's like, yeah, this is dark and fucked up. But
that, at least he put a disclaimer.
Yeah.
it's just like, holy shit.
That's pretty egregious there, Matthew Patrick. You sure that's Oh man. I mean, someone's got to make the theories, I guess. So fucking.
Yeah.
God. I think I'm pretty good for this episode. What about you guys?
Did we have another one? Another
Yeah.
topic?
I think we went through them all.
No, there was one more I think we decided on.
I don't remember if we did or not.
Okay. So I guess are we good? Do we have anything else we want to say?
Yeah, Spiel,
One of you mentioned gotcha games.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, that's what we were gonna talk about.
Okay.
Um,
We'll speak on it for a little bit.
yeah, because I honestly haven't played too many gotcha games. I played a few.
I've been around with the gacha game stuff. I played at first the first full-fledged gacha game I think I ever played was Puzzles and Dragons, and that was on an old Gen 1 iPad.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh. Puzzles and Dragons is a fucking three to match type game, but you can do more than just three, and you drag around the stuff and you get little monsters, and they had a lot of collabs, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
That was technically the first ever gacha game I ever played.
My first gotcha game, like genuine gotcha game, was Genshin.
Yeah, and then I stopped playing. I played Puzzles and Dragons on and off, and then when I got my first phone, I played the FGO, I think that's what it's called, but the Fate Grand Order gacha game.
Mm.
And I played that for a while, then I fucking got a new phone, and then I saw Spiel playing it one time. I was like, "What's that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's a game called Girls Frontline." I was
Yeah.
like, "Sick, yeah." And then I never got it, and then I was like, "Fuck it, I'll get it," because at the time I was playing. I don't think I was playing any gacha games.
No, you
I
weren't.
remember what happened. You were talking about how you found a gajenka. A gajenka, for those who don't know, is a sort of humanization of sorts of
inanimate objects.
inanimate objects of the Well-Rod Mark II pistol. And the design you found you liked was actually not a gajenka, but the official design for Girls Frontline's Well-Rod Mark II.
Yep.
Yep. And then after that, history has been set in stone. Everyone else,
I
like,
nagged him until he downloaded it.
first it was red. Or was it? I think first it was red, then it was nerd, and then I didn't get it for a while.
No, it was nerd, then it was me.
Yeah, and then I tried to get it on my computer, and it wanted me to uninstall some shit. BlueStacks, the thing, was like, uninstall this, and I was like, no. So I didn't, and then
Got it on his phone.
and then I got it on my phone, and now I'm running two gacha games, two really big gacha games.
Which is his
by
like
the way,
crowning achievement.
I played my first crowning achievement was having Girls Frontline and Epic 7 on my phone at the same time, but I've hence stopped playing Epic 7 because it's kind of dog shit. I played Genshin Impact 2, but I never had that on my phone. My phone doesn't support it for some reason. Then after, and then I have Arknights as well, which I hardly ever play. I should
Arknights.
probably uninstall it, but I have it just for the factor of
My first gacha game, at least in memory, was Genshin Impact. And I remember it because I downloaded it. And I woke up right as the download stopped at 4 in the morning. And I got up and I played it. It was during the summer. And I played it from 4 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night.
Yep.
Got halfway through, like, the beginning story before it, like, you have to start doing, like, the big grind.
Yeah.
And didn't know about pulling characters until the third time I played. And I had over 4,000 Prima Gems. And so I had a lot of pulls.
I feel like that's how it went when like Genshin Impact was first starting out.
If you didn't know about pulling, you had like 4,000 to 5,000 gems.
Yeah, you had a lot. I remember I was talking to a friend of mine when I was in high school, and he was like, "Yeah, my sister plays it. She played all the way up to like AR something, like got to the closest thing, um got like at the time I think it was Dragon Spine. That was the latest installment. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, she checked in. She had like over 10K primos."
Jesus.
And I was like, "Well, I mean, yeah, that's what happens."
If only we had those. Oh god, we played that game.
I got
so
about
early.
7 something at the moment, almost 8.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We
But
played
Boo, are
that
you
game
still
like
here?
so religiously.
What?
Oh,
I
Boo.
think Boo win.
Dan, you still up?
Yeah, she's asleep. Everyone, that was Boo.
Everybody. Yep, this has been Den of the Based Boys Discord server. Feel free to join if you're not here yet.
But the link will be in
Holy
description.
shit, where's this accent coming from?
What the fuck?
Good night, Dan.
All right.
Yeah,
For those who
that
don't know,
was-
Den was one of her first names.
That's
and it's just stuck.
It's a little bit
With me.
I won't say
Yeah.
much on her, but Boo was a person I met in a streamer server that I'm in that like over a year or so ago.
Did
And,
he do something that you're not naming him?
No, he's just not naming him for.
I just don't want to name him.
Just cause. But
Yeah.
But Genshin was my first gacha. And then Nerd and Spieler convinced me to download BlueStacks and play Girls Frontline, and now I have an addiction. What was the longest you guys said I had BlueStacks open for at one time? Like 2 weeks?
Like over 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I still don't know to this day what you're trying to accomplish with it, but like,
I just don't want to close it. I just don't. I'm terrified that if I close it, I'll miss something. Like, it's closed right now. I just checked for the the video to see, but it's like I just don't want to close it. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm gonna miss something if I do.
yeah.
God, I remember the first 5-star I got. I'm in call with the boys. I'm like, I got a 130 timer. Oh, it's most likely IDW.
Oh, 110, you got.
No, 110, and I was like, yeah, I got 110. Oh, it's most likely IDW. No, it's a 5-star. What? Just Spieler, just what? I'm like, yeah, I pulled Grizzly. He goes, dude, that's actually kind of hard to do.
What? You're not allowed.
Exactly.
My first 5-star ever in Girls Frontline was Contender, which for
Oh, on your
dead account.
Yeah, on my original account, which is
he lost access
far
to.
and gone.
It exists still, but he got mysteriously locked out of it.
It was fucking weird, dog. I still don't understand. But my first 5-star on that account was Contender, which, for those who haven't played Girls Frontline, is one of the rarest handguns in the production pool, I believe.
Considered the rarest, yes.
Yeah, considered the rarest.
In a set of 4 dolls who are considered the rarest. Dolls being the unit in the game.
Yeah.
It's Negev, Contender, IWS, and P90.
P90.
Right?
I own all of them now, of course, because
I own P90 and Contender.
yeah.
I love.
You have all 4 of them, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
The game is amazing. For what it like, for being a gacha, it is the most free to play gacha I think I've seen in a long time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's literally just play the game, earn shit. Now make your character good. The cosmetics are the only thing that you would spend money on, which is so
Really?
fucking refreshing. At least in my opinion.
You can make everything a little easier by spending money, but everything's doable.
Yeah, by playing the base game.
Yeah.
Like the timers though, those are the big thing.
Mhm.
Like for stuff like, let's just say you want to upgrade something in your base, you found out about it and you want to do it. That'll take
An hour.
hours, and when you get up to like level 10 of them, when you get further
Take
into
a
the game,
full
that's
day.
it'll take a full day. Same thing
24
with training units. It'll take hours
Mhm.
until you reach.
But even with training units, although rare, you can get quick training contract.
Yeah.
It's recommended you hold on to them though, because they're rare.
Really, I don't even use them.
Hmm. I think I've only used them like twice, and it was when I first started getting them, and that's when Spear was like, "Don't." I was like, "How rare are they?" You only get like 1 or 2 a month. Oh,
Yeah.
so I stopped using
Unless you
them as
pay.
much. Yeah, like Spieler, you've been playing the game for just about 2 years or 3 years. And how many do you have?
No, just over a year.
Just over a year, and you only have like what?
About a year and a half, I'd say, actually.
You only have like what, like 30, 40?
Nah, I'm up to 126 now.
But
But that's with me, like, spending 2 ever.
yeah.
I used them. I used them though. Like I always used them. I never saw a point. I mean, I did see a point kind of in keeping them, but at the same time, I just used them.
Yeah. You just bonobo brained it.
Yeah, I still have some. I think I'd have to log into my Ghost Frontline.
Yeah. But I personally think that we're good for this episode.
Oh, absolutely. We talked a lot.
Yep.
What are we up to? Well over an hour, I'd say.
Hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Huh.
So time for me.
Yeah, it's time for the end card Kaneki.
Oh, God.
Hello everyone. It's Endcard Kaneki here.
God, it's fucking pitch shift.
Thank you so much for making it to this part of the episode. It's been a while actually since we've had an hour-long episode. It's been a really long time. It feels good. So thank you so much again for sticking out and watching a full hour and whatever. It means so much to us. We love it when you do it. We love that we have supporters like you out here. As always, classic YouTuber spiel.
What?
I'm not talking like like stuff to say spiel or spiel,
What?
not spieler, but
Oh,
spiel.
or
Yeah.
spiel.
Yeah. Um, um, give us a like if you like what we do. Subscribe. It's totally free. We love it. Leave a comment. We have socials down in the description below. Go follow us wherever. Go see us on Twitch. We have a Twitter. Come join our Discord. We're usually always here and waiting for new people. Please, we're so lonely. But again, thank you so much. It's been so much fun to do this passion project. We love it. So thank you again. And I've been in Kaneki. Bye bye.
That's that. I want to thank you all for watching. Like Kaneki said, it means a fucking lot to us that you guys watch. I will have the links for the Discord, Twitters, and the Twitch down in the description below. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Hope you have a good night, day, whatever time it is, and we will see you based motherfuckers next week. You have a
I
good
heard all